Now listen, there has never been a shift that I've wanted to talk to you about more in recent memory than what just happened today. Hi, I am testing DoorDash's Earn by Time earnings mode for, yes, 10 hours straight driving and nothing else. No other apps, no earn per offer, no other gigs, just DoorDash Earn by Time. And you know, I've completed about 4.5 hours so far. So if you didn't know, we had a winter storm this past Sunday, as a lot of the eastern side of the nation did. And, you know, I gave it a couple of days. Sunday, crazy. Monday, crazy. Tuesday, let's check the roads. Wednesday, well, you know, I don't know if you knew about this, but Pittsburgh is struggling to get rid of some of this snow. Maybe you can let me know where you're watching from, where you work, where you dash, and it's pretty rough, you know, parking. As a DoorDash dasher, you're trying to get out there, you're trying to park, etc., right? So I'm out there today on Thursday, and I figure, okay, well, a little bit of catch up has been done. Now it should be decent. Let's see what it's like, right? Thursday. So keep in mind, I have to do 10 total hours, and I'm about, you know, 4.5 hours. So I'm thinking, if I do 3.5 hours today, depending, then I'll just knock out a couple of hours, you know, tomorrow, whatever, and we're good. There's my 10 hours. So here's how it starts. 5:12 p.m., as you can see, driving on Earn by Time. Now, typically, it's $16.50 in the sub marketplace. You know, Bethany says she's ready for summer. I'm ready for summer. Christine, thanks for watching from Baltimore. And then welcome in Brad from Richmond, Virginia. Let me know where you're watching from. Hey, if you missed the live stream, always click on that notification bell, tap on all notifications. So here I am. I'm ready to go. I got 50 cents extra per active hour because, again, it's $16.50. So they gave me like a little bit more pay. First offer, $17 per active hour. Okay, 50 cents more plus tips. Now, tips may be lower when earning by time. Okay. Now let's take a look at the offer together. I looked at this and it was 13.4 miles. Quoted for 75 minutes. Thank you for joining from Philly. I'm thinking, well, I would never take this on earn per offer because it goes out of the sub marketplace, out of the river, out of the zone for here in Pittsburgh. You can kind of think about it like that. You can see the three rivers here of Pittsburgh. There's no way I'd go out of position. But I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I literally just went online. And as you probably know, or maybe you don't know, maybe you're new, consider subscribing either way. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. I show you the good and bad. Hang with me here. I'm thinking, well, I just went online. I can only decline once per hour. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm getting paid by active hour. Remember that. I don't care if it takes 60 minutes or an hour. Welcome in, Jay from the Bay Area. I was just in the Bay Area visiting said company. So I'm thinking I'm getting paid the entire time. You know, what do I care? I'm getting paid the entire time. This plus tips. And I looked at this. This is 4 stops. 4 different, or I'm not talking about one stop at Noodles and Company and then 3 customers. This is the super rare. It's super rare for me. Is it rare for you? Quad stack offer. This is 4 offers here. Here's my pickup. It is 4 offers at one time. So I'm driving to Noodlehead, or not Noodlehead, it's a different place, Noodles and Company, and it's in Oakland, that little cluster of the pickup. That's Oakland by the University of Pittsburgh. And I'm navigating the streets, and I'm just thinking, please tell me they've clear the snow from the sides of the road, like the street parking? No. But I know my marketplace. Good job, Mike. I've been doing gig work for 10 years. And this is what you have to do ahead of time. I mean, this is just me venting to you and or telling a story, but you have to know, okay, I'm going to anticipate the streets aren't plowed. So I figured, okay, if the main road side street isn't plowed, I can run up one of the side streets and maybe that's better, right? So I'm going into Oakland. The main road, I could not park, snow all on the sides of the road. So I go up a side street and I find a little throughway parking lot. It's a paid lot. And since it's a lot versus the road, I assume, university, grounds crew or whatever, they plowed it and it's clear. So I park right around the corner to pick up all of these. You can take a look. You can take a look here. So I nestle myself in the lot and I walk to Noodles and Company. And by the way, this entire video is coming out as soon as this 10-hour test is done. So that's going to be an incredible video. 10 hours of testing. You're going to want to see that. And I walk in and there's a ton of people in there. This is right on basically the campus, the University of Pittsburgh. Students are back. And I walk in there like, I got to pick up for 4 offers. What are the chances of a quad stack order being ready? I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy. I mean, Brad says he wouldn't do 4 stops. Car Games says, yeah, I wouldn't take that. But remember, you kind of have to take it because you can only decline once. If you decline once, fine. But you can't decline again or they kick you off of Earn by Time. Remember, I'm testing Earn by Time. So here I am standing at Noodles and Company, all these ton of them eating, a bunch of people waiting. I'm like, oh my gosh. But then I see it. I look behind the guy at the counter and I see 4 bags. I'm like, oh my gosh, please. So the guy finishes up with the customer. He said, how can I help you? I said, I got to pick up her 4 customers. And I show him this screen. And he says, I'm saying, I hope it's those ones. So we check. Name number 1. Nice. Here it is. I'm like, oh my gosh, let's go. He looks at the phone. Name number 2. He looks at the bags. He's like, yep, here's customer number 2. I'm like, are you kidding me? We look back at the phone. Customer number 3. Yep. We were 3 for 4. And then finally, customer number 4. Ready. Those 4 bags were my orders and they were ready. Awesome. So that went smoothly enough. I go back to my car in that lot and now let's go make the delivery. Now, on my way to the delivery, I want to show you what I saw. All right. Well, this was technically on the way to the pickup, but let me get you a little flavor of what it's like. Like, oh, Mike, really? They didn't plow your roads? Let me just show you here. So here's a lot of what I was seeing on the way there. These are all of the side roads that were on my way to these pickups and the travel. So when I tell you there's nowhere to park, there's nowhere to park. And that Bronco behind them obviously shoveled their way out because there's houses on the other side. So this is what I'm dealing with on the way to the pickup and trying to find somewhere to park, right? So pickup's done. Awesome. Now, you can actually listen and you know what I could do? Let me put my headphones in. I'm going to listen with you because this is a preview of this shift here. And you and I are going to listen to, this was making the drop off or hold on. Firstly, let me describe some of these drop offs. Because remember, Mike, there's 4 of them, my friend, there's 4 of them. So before I show you what happened on the worst one, let me show you what happened on these first 3, or at least I'll describe them to you. Okay. And again, You're going to see this live in the actual video, but I had to talk about this because this was some shift. So, first delivery, it was a leave it door, and it was, right in the same area in Oakland. Fine, easy enough. Okay, sweet. We're getting lucky. Parking, I got lucky. Order number 2, also still around Oakland. Fine, roads are good, but the sides of the road, again, to show you this one, the sides of the road all look like this. So I managed to park at All India, thanks guys, in the Oakland area. And I parked right in front of the restaurant. I've done pickups there before, guys. Don't get angry. And it was clear, and it was delivery to the building right next door. So delivery number 2, done. But now it's time to go up there. Now it's time to go up north. You see the little cluster of houses? That's Oakland. You can see in the screenshot, it kind of says Oakland. It's hidden behind there. Now I'm going up north. And what you don't see is I got an add-on offer. So I don't know if this screenshot shows it. This says 4 stops, but I got an add-on. So I guess that made it 5 stops now, which is absolutely insane. I'll have to double check but this was the original screenshot. So I'm not sure if they're counting Noodles and Company as 1 stop. But anyway, I got another pickup. It was a different restaurant. So it was 5. Oh my gosh, it was 5. Because I had 4. Sorry, I was reading the comments. I had 4 from Noodles and Company right here. And then I got to go full screen for then they gave me an add-on for Food Hub, which was a ghost kitchen. So I now had a 5 delivery stack. Why? It's because no one else wanted to drive in this weather. Again, this weather. Not that weather. That's a screenshot. You've already seen it. So now I have 5 orders. But I've already done the majority in the center. So now let's go up north together, okay? Let's go up north there. Now, my main concern when I knew seeing this screenshot was like, well, if I go up there, it's more rural, more suburban. We're not talking farmland, but it's, neighborhoods and stuff. It's not as flat and arguably going to be as clean, with the streets and the snow as central Pittsburgh and Oakland and that area. I didn't care about 4 stops. I cared about what are the roads going to look like up there? And I was about to find out. So my last 2 deliveries were right up here. There was this one and there was one right near it. Hold on, was it? What was the first one? Oh, yes. So let me set up the first one for you. What was the last one? Hold on, let me think. Yeah, now I remember. So let's set up the first one. I'm making a delivery now up here. The drive up right there was fine. But once I got to the neighborhood, here we go. So I'm navigating steep hills in snow-covered streets. Most of them are clear. Some of them have some snow on it. I'm in a 2015 Passat. I have all-season tires, and that's it. Wish me luck. But I know how to drive in the winter. So I'm cresting a hill, pretty clear, that's fine. I round the corner, and a car is stuck. It was like an SUV. What are they stuck on? The bottom of another steep hill, this time completely untouched. And you better believe it, the GPS wanted me to go up that hill. So this SUV is stuck. They're just at the bottom, so they're backing up and they're going to leave. They said, forget it. I don't know if they tried to go up the hill, but the GPS wants me to go up that hill. So they pull off to the side of another road, and I look at that hill, and there's no way. I could get a running start, but still, probably no way. So I pull off in front of him, trying to figure out what am I going to do. And then, of course, a third car comes behind that initial hill. They need to carry momentum up and over. And then, of course, as some people do, they get impatient. And I try to pull over. There is plenty of space to go around me, but they start beeping. I'm like, go around me. And I dive into a driveway to the left. They pass, they beep again. Great job being impatient. Safety first, folks. So I back. Now I'm thinking, where do I go? Do I go down that initial hill? I can't go up the snowy hill. And what I eventually make the decision is I'm going to follow the guy that beeped. I'm going to go around this hill. There's another street that goes around that snowy hill. So I said, okay, I'm only on delivery number 4 of 5 now. Okay. So now I go up the roundabout hill that the guy that beeped, he went up there. So those roads are fine. I'm like, okay, great. These are all clean roads, pretty clean. Some snow, I slip a tiny bit. I'm like, fine. So instead of going straight up the hill, I'm coming around. And as I come around, I have to crest one more hill. The road is pretty clear. I'm like, all right, let's go. So I'm starting to crest this last decent hill, and I see it. At the very, very top of it, untouched. So your best thing to do, carry momentum or you're going to get stuck. So I carried momentum up and through that crest, but not enough. And I get stuck right at the top of this hill where it's untouched because I'm not going straight up and over and I have to go up the hill and turn a 90-degree left. Thank you, Google Maps, down an alley or a secondary road or something. So that entire strip of that secondary alley where I'm trying to turn left, untouched. So I'm cresting the hill and try to turn left and I get stuck there. So that is where I sit for at least 10 minutes, trying to do delivery 4 of 5. So now we have some options. I'm trying to rock back and rock forth to go straight and go down that alley. Again, untouched alley. But the delivery is right there. It is right down that alley. I'm thinking if I can get down this alley and I can just carry momentum, once I'm level, maybe it'll be better and I can make the delivery at least. So I'm rocking back, moving forward, rocking back, moving forward. I'm zigzagging, trying to get some traction. And some lady comes out of her house and I'm like, don't help me. I got it. But she wasn't going to help me. She went walking down the alley. I'm like, yep, that's where I need to go. So I'm doing the best I can. I'm getting some traction. I'm slowly getting up and over this crest down into the actual level alley, but I can't quite do it. And I don't want to damage the engine. I'm doing my best. But remember, that hill that I just came up was clear. It was just the crest that was untouched. So I'm thinking, you know what? I don't know what's up and over this alley. I don't know how far it goes. I don't know how it's getting down. Let me just turn back around and go back down the hill that I just came up. It's clear. So I have enough traction. I can back up. I can turn and go back down the hill. And I try to go around another way because the hill that the customer is on is a one-way. So I can't go up the one-way, I come around and I park right here, right at the bottom of the one-way. Now, I think, let me just walk, okay? I'll just walk up the one-way to the customer because I can't come from the top of the hill and come around. I obviously can't turn right up the one-way. I'll just walk. So this is delivery 405, and I actually did film what this is on my way back down. So let me show you that. Look at this. This is what I'm walking down right now. I mean, this is decent right here. It's dry in the middle. But getting onto this road was impossible. I got I can turn the headlamp on. You can See me a little bit better. There we go. Hello. Wow, that was crazy. I did it though. I mean, walking up this was fine. I mean, this is dry. First, somehow it's dry. You can see my footsteps. Wow. I got one more and I am done. I mean, okay, let's turn that off. Wow. It's cold. We did it though. That was probably the most eventful, crazy delivery I've had in a minute. Ugh. Sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh my gosh, see, I have a headlamp too. Oh my gosh. I definitely don't recommend ever doing a gig in this kind of weather. And this is days after the storm. It's Thursday. The storm was on Sunday. I'm not exaggerating. Okay, I gotta get back to it one more. So that was me walking down that one way. Now, as you could probably see, I'm going to show you one more time. Don't worry if you missed it. The one way down was clean enough, but whatever it was up there at the top of the hill, it was completely untouched. Whatever alley they wanted me to get to, it probably spit me out on this one way. It was untouched. So I just walked up the one way. It was dry enough. It was clear enough. So let me show you again, walking up the one way in case you missed it just one more time here, making this fun delivery. Look at this. This is what I'm walking down right now. I mean, this is decent right here. It's dry in the middle. But getting onto this road was impossible. This was just a few hours ago, folks. You can see me a little bit better. There we go. Hello. Wow, that was crazy. I did it though. I mean, walking up this was fine. I mean, this is dry. First, somehow it's dry. You can see my footsteps. Wow. I got one more and I am done. I mean, okay, let's turn that off. Wow. It's cold. We did it though. That was probably the most eventful, crazy delivery I've had in a minute. Ugh. Sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh my gosh, see, I have a headlamp too. Oh my gosh. I definitely don't recommend ever doing a gig in this kind of weather. And this is days after the storm. It's Thursday. The storm was on Sunday. I'm not exaggerating. Okay, I got to get back to it one more. And remember, that was delivery 4 of 5. Oh, hang with me. I told you this video is going to be crazy. This is going to be one of the most insane ride-along videos. So make sure to subscribe. Can you like this video though? Can you like the preview? Because I told you, I kid you not, I had to tell you about this shift today. 2 hours. And well, I'll tell you what happened at the end of 2 hours here in a second. But don't leave this video yet. Just like it and come back up here to the video because, well, maybe comment if you've ever driven in this kind of weather because we still have delivery 5 of 5. Hold on. I'm still up here, right? I just delivered this one. And then remember, the add-on is like a couple of streets away. All right. You know, I don't have the add-on screen here, but the add-on, it shows another house icon when you get the add-on. You know, it was like right down the road. So I leave the parking spot. The parking spot was fine. Okay. Now let's make our way to our 5th and final. This one is a leave it door. Now remember, my concern with going up in this northern area was the snow removal in the roads, secondary roads, neighborhood roads. It's not the city of Pittsburgh, that's going to handle the snow removal. So I turn into a neighborhood, right? But then I turn into like a park area neighborhood, and I'm getting back there. It's, more wooded. It's, we're not talking countryside, but it's a little bit more tucked away, and the roads start to get worse and worse. And then I have to turn on the customer's road, and I'm going to show you this delivery right here. Our fifth and final delivery. Let me set up this delivery though. So I turned down a one-way, which was half covered, half treated, right? And again, remember this right here. Let me show you this. If you remember this is what the sides of their roads look like. There was nowhere to park. This is what the sides of their roads look like. So I'm getting close to the customer's house, and let me just show you what happened. We'll say on the way back down from that delivery. Okay, easy. Look at I had to go up all these stairs. Easy. And I had to park in the middle of the road. Look right in the middle. There's no parking. I could have thrown myself over that and parked right here, but I get stuck in there, so I think this is a one-way. It's a one-way on like a secondary road, so I didn't even want to push it. I just stopped really quick. Yeah. So take a look at what happened with this order. So firstly, I had to walk down. This is like this is literally half of the stairs right here. So I was walking down a ton of stairs. Some of these neighborhoods in Pittsburgh, they're like perched up on a little hill. I kid you not. There was 2 flights of stairs, and then I had to walk left through an overhanging balcony patio with some wood missing on the handrail. So if I slipped, and I kid you not, like I'm not trying to scare you, but if I slipped, there was one 2x4 on the handrail that was, it was freezing cold. It was, I did not feel sturdy walking on that half overhanging patio balcony thing to the front door. And it was a really tiny little patio. I get to the front door, and the front door is snowed in. So the customer ordered food delivery, and it was very much completely snowed in. So I put the food literally on an icy frozen snowbank in front of the door, which had snow a foot, about a foot to the door. And then again, let's just run through this again. What I had to encounter here on the actual delivery on my way back down. Okay, easy. Look at I had to go up all these stairs. Easy. And I had to park in the middle of the road. So yeah, that was like the one way that I saw. Look, right in the middle. And you can see the road conditions decent. But look at that parking area. Let's pause it right there if we can. So look at the... Here, let me rewind just a little bit right here. So you can see there's kind of a spot there, but look at all the snow that's been pushed from the plow. There's my Passat. You can kind of see in the background how high the snow would come up the tires a little bit. So I could very literally, I'd have to throw my car up and over that little pile of snow, get into that spot right there. And it looks like I have enough room actually to get out, but I was not going to risk it. I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty sure this is a one-way. It's got to be. It's so narrow. My car barely fit down it. And if someone comes, sorry, they're going to have to wait. I went up the stairs and I made that delivery, and that was delivery 5 of 5. So I told you, let me finish this up here with what happened at the end of this shift. So I ended up driving 2 hours, and I did 5 deliveries on one offer card. A 5 delivery stack. And, I'll show you the pay and I'll show you all that stuff in the actual video. And then I made the executive decision. I was like, forget this. Forget all of this trying to deliver in this and navigate
Look at
this. There's no way. It comes to a point where I don't want you out there if it's unsafe. I couldn't access this street. My car got stuck. I was slipping at a random other times. There was no parking. It's not worth it. Frankly, especially on Earn by Time, it's not worth it. So now I have about 6.5 hours of Earn by Time tested, which means I have 3.5 to go on Earn by Time. And I thought to myself, well, you know what? I could switch back to Earn per Offer and just dash normally and then not go up, not go up north, right? I'll do Earn per Offer. I'll just stay in this center part right here. So I don't got to worry about it. Not even worth it. Nope. Not even worth it. Because you saw the parking, you saw the snow scenario. I'm not kidding.